Hey everyone, and welcome back to Wise Guy Weekdays. It's a new year. We are into January of 2019, and I'm stoked. 2018 was a huge emotional roller coaster for a lot of people. Me definitely, I went through a lot, and I achieved a lot, and I grew as a person a lot, and I really cultivated some things that I had been hoping and wishing to do for a really long time. So I hope that the goals that you came up with for yourself in 2018 were achieved for yourself, and I hope that everything that you wanted to get done, you got done. But I know that this time of year, it's like the biggest time of year for self-reflection, and there is always all of these, I should be further ahead in life. I should have achieved this. I should have achieved that by the end of 2018. And it's very discouraging, and sometimes it's a little bit overwhelming that you feel a little bit behind in the things that you thought that you would have done by the end of the year. But there's nothing wrong with that. I don't think that you should feel overwhelmed or discouraged because some of the things that you put these deadlines on by the end of 2019 aren't accomplished yet, because all of our goals and all of our aspirations and our achievements, they are largely dependent on circumstances sometimes, and sometimes life throws curveballs at you, and when you don't get to where you want to be by a certain time, sometimes you think of that as a failed goal, even though you've made so much progress up toward that goal. You're just not there yet, but because you didn't get to it by the deadline that you set for yourself, and a lot of people, that's the end of the year. That's when they say they're gonna finish things by. You start to think that you failed, and when you didn't fail, you didn't make as much progress as you wanted. And don't write off everything that you've accomplished up until now, getting closer and closer and closer to that goal, just because of the fact that you haven't completed it yet, and we're in January. So that's a big thing for me. Is I had a few things that I wanted to get completed by January 1st, and I didn't get them completed. And at first I was kicking myself, and I was putting myself down and thinking that I wasn't good enough to complete my goals, when really I had come so far, and I've made all the legwork, and I've gone through it all to get these things into fruition. I haven't really brought it forth yet, and I really don't think that there's anything wrong with that. I think that my own subconscious, or my own opinion about when I should have things done, is really just clouding my vision, and clouding my appreciation for myself that I've completed things. So yeah, if you have goals that you wanted to complete by 2018, don't just give up on the goal because you didn't complete it by 2018. Just know that you've made the progress. Just keep going. It's about the commitment to the results. It's about commitment to, I am going to complete this, I'm going to achieve this goal, but try not to put those deadlines on yourself when it comes to time limits and things like that, because they really don't do you any good at the end of the day. It might help you to progress a little bit more, but I find that putting deadlines and dates on things, it often just makes you procrastinate, and it makes you get closer and closer to that. And you start to worry, and then you get discouraged, and you don't complete it just because of the fact that you put the date on it, because you're like, oh, okay, I already give up, I only have 2 weeks left to do it, or whatever, right? With that being said, this is kind of a two-part video, so don't discourage yourself, and don't feel any less achieved because you didn't complete your goal that you wanted by the end of 2018. But coming into 2019, I find that there is so many, what do I want for the next year? What do I want to do? Where do I want to be in the next year, And I would like to say, just start setting goals for yourself. If you aren't setting some kind of goals for yourself, you will never have the happiness of being able to pat yourself on the back when you complete something. So I find a lot of us, we get wrapped up in work, the new year starts, we had a rager of a party on the 31st, and you come into the new year and you're like, well, I'm just gonna work and I'm just gonna get things done, and you never really set these big goals for yourself for the year, and it just sets yourself up for a little bit of disappointment in yourself, because you have to set goals for yourself, and work to achieve them. And when you do achieve them, pat yourself on the back for them, because if you don't, then you're never going to feel accomplished. You know, like one thing I always say is when you get up in the morning, the first thing you should do is make your bed. And that is because every time you make your bed, you've accomplished something that morning. So basically what I'm getting at is set goals for yourself so that you can feel better about yourself, or you can feel like you're progressing in your life. If you're not setting goals for yourself and you feel like you're just kind of coasting along in life, then you're always just going to coast along and you're not going to have anything to feel proud about. So set those goals for yourself, work toward them, achieve them, and, you know, give yourself that gratification and give yourself that pat on the back every time you do complete them. So I hope that coming into the new year, you are refreshed and you are excited for the new year, and you have so many things to look forward to in your life, and I hope that that these goals that you're going to set for yourself for 2019, you can achieve them. And I hope that you're not discouraged by whatever happened in 2018. Don't just leave it all in the past, but you know, maybe tie up the loose ends, and things that you hope to have done by the end of 2019, maybe just put the finishing touches on it and achieve those goals so you can get started on the goals that you have for 2019. All right, that's my thought for you today. Happy New Year. I hope you guys had an awesome 2018, and I hope that 2019 is even better than that, and I'll talk to you soon. All right, bye.